Hello, citizens of the world. We are anonymous. Dear brothers and sisters, the time has come to go within your hearts. It is our duty to acknowledge this and do something good about it. Knowledge is power. See yourselves as an army of love and peace, coming together to protect your fellow men and women. We know that sometimes the truth is so awful that it is hard to accept, but until you know the truth, you cannot move on.
They'll be paying
the $29 and change.
A month. That's a month.
Correct.
So they're entitled to representation, arbitration, and all that type of
Pretty
stuff.
much, yeah, but they can't attend union meetings, they can't run for office, they can't vote for contract, they can't vote for, executive board, they can't be a shop steward, they can't have anything to do with the operation of the union locally.
Gotcha.
And also, sorry, you say that you have to be a union member in order to work legal, right?
Correct. Under the Railway Labor Act, they don't like to use this term, but it's a closed shop. That they refer to it as a closed shop, where under the Railway Labor Act, you have to be a member of the local union to work here. Because in our contract, under representation, if you decide not to pay dues, just say, I'm not paying dues to Eagle, through Eagle, payroll deduction to the TWU, the local has a right to have you terminated from Eagle. So basically, right now we have some members that are in bad standing. There's a big list. So what the local did is they sent them a letter and said, for whatever reason, you're not paying union dues. You need to, pay us union dues to become a member in good standing. A second letter goes to them. If they don't pay the union dues, then the third letter comes to my office, and my boss writes them a letter again saying, this is your third opportunity. Please contact the local within 2 weeks and make sure that you come back to good standing and pay your dues. If the person refuses to pay dues, my boss sends a letter to Eagle with the name of the person saying, Dear Eagle, Kathy McCann, Vice President of the People Department, please terminate Joe Blow because he refuses to pay dues under our agreement. The company comes, they'll terminate you, and you won't have a job at Eagle.
But during that time, they have union representation.
Correct.
Even though they're not paying dues.
I thought that's supposed to be
They
paying.
refuse to not represent.
So how they not paying the dues?
But the process begins, and when it's at the end of the process, you will be terminated. Any other questions? Okay. Turn it over to you guys.
Anybody got any questions for that? Go ahead,
So this is just going to be a regular meeting now?
Seems like everything that we're doing is always the first. Every little thing. We're done with bankruptcy, this board dealt with bankruptcy. We have servicing third-party aircraft, we're the ones dealing with it. It's like we're dealing with everything the first time. Some people out there felt that that this has been, and this is off the record. This is before we haven't even started. This is the worst board, the most useless group I've ever seen. I don't know. I really don't think so. Have we dealt with? Pardon the expression. There's a kid here. With crap.
Adverse.
That other kids, other local, other groups have faced. No, I can honestly tell you that. 17 years of experience with the union, 20. Felix, we have the support of the ATD. We've been going through all these different things. A lot of people here went from part-time to full-time. We've upgraded a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of positives here. Just unfortunately, we are going to be stamped for a concessionary contract and 5 days vacation that we all lost. The 5 days. It's not perfect, but I think based on the card that we were dealt with, we've done a great job. I'm not going to deny you. Many times I've actually said, do I really need this? Do I really want this? And at the beginning, I put up with that and it gets frustrating. And I think, I just throw in the towel. Let me just finish this meeting and call it quits. Do I need this? But then I really think about it and I see the guys that really show up, the guys that really care. And you know, it's working. In total, it's 61 names that we have here. And there's 700 clerks in Dallas. You do the math. What percentage is this? Then is it really worth for me to give up? If 61 people don't want to do this, don't understand what the whole concept is. There's stewards, there's officers that didn't understand how the whole union thing worked. But because we've spent time talking to them and getting them involved, now they get a better picture of what the whole thing is. So, we're here dealing with it, and I apologize for you guys, to you guys, for that. You know, you're not here for this, but most of those people are out there calling us out, saying that we're doing the wrong thing. Okay, I'm going to show you what the wrong thing is. This. Go into an agency fee. And this is what you're going to lose out of it. The right to be here, and then watch what's going to be there. See what's going to be there.
And this has been a bad year for all of us. You know, Danny, Roy, they were there for the negotiations. And it was rough. You know, we were negotiating to take money away from our members. Something that you don't want to do. But, you know, we got to survive. You know, we have to take something that was bad and try to make the best of it. You know, try to minimize the damage. But I think that, you know, the future could be good for us. You know, we got Americans tail work. We're getting work from American. You know, Raleigh, we're servicing American and Eagle. We got the work in LA, we got work here. Right now we're working with the company. They're going to bid for a contract that's going to be a lot of people. We're talking 400 or 500 more members that will most likely be from this local. So your local will get 500 more members, more employment for people. So you're working close with the company to do this. You know, we're trying to, you know, get more avenues, open more avenues for our members. You know, it's a good chance now, since AA had to withdraw, they gave up a lot of work. Eagle's going for the work. We're trying to get the work. So I think, you know, things will get better. But doing stuff like this, you know, it just divides us. You know, this is not the time for that.
And on that note, if you all think those CS suspensions and advisories that they're going out crazy doing, you all think it's coincidence? It happened within 5 days of the company receiving all of these letters. So you do the math. For the most part, they were quiet. Why? Because they felt that as long as they were speaking to me, Daniel, Jose, Felix, Mike, Juan, okay, at least they have a control of the group. Once this stuff, this just didn't make it to the international in Washington here, this made it to employee relations and headquarters. It was, go for it.
Okay, went to Dan Gardner.
Divide and conquer. They're not united. Let's do whatever we want. You think it's coincidence? It wasn't. I just want to make sure that I don't miss anybody, so later on I don't get accused of allowing one person and not allowing another one. Hey, that's the way that we're working around here now.
Yeah, well, but you know what? I think that's good the way it is. Probably the person want to check the financial report.